So when you cross multiply, you will get 6x minus 2000 is equal to 4x minus 1000. So we doesn't know what are the numbers, but the ratio of the number is given. Suppose A has 100 rupees, then B is 20% more than 100. That is, B can have 120 rupees. Hello everyone. A warm welcome to one and all. This is Shruti, lecturing in Vidyashram, the Temple of Excellence, Mysore. In our previous session, we have solved some few problems on the concepts of ratio. We'll continue few more problems in solving, which is for 2 marks, 3 marks, 5 marks questions in your examination. So let us see what are the problems in today's session and solve it one by one. So the very first question given here is, if x is to y is equal to 3 is to 4, find 2x square plus 3y square divided by x square plus y square. First, let us write this ratio in the fraction form. That is, x by y is equal to 3 by 4. So let me take this separately and this separately. So see the steps now. For the first, let me solve with the denominator. I need x square and y square. So what happens? X square and y square. So this is 9 and this is 16. Next, I'll take x square plus y square. So x square plus y square divided by y square. So y square I got it as 16. So this is 9 plus 16 divided by 16, which is equal to 25 by 16. So let me take this as equation 1. Next, I need 2x square plus 3y square. For that, I'll take the same equation. Here I have x by y is equal to 3 by 4. Let me take 2x square divided by 3y square. So 2 into x square is 9. 3 into y square is 16. So 18 divided by 48. So next I'll take 2x square plus 3y square divided by y square. So what is 2x square? It is 18. 3y square is 48. Y square is 16. So when you add it, it is 66 by 16. So you can take this as equation 2. Now let me divide equation 2 by equation 1. When we make the denominator same, it gets cancels. So I'm taking y square for both in the denominator. So let me divide equation 2 by equation 1. So that is 2x square plus 3y square divided by y square whole divided by x square plus y square divided by y square. So that is equal to 66 divided by 16 whole divided by 25 by 16, which get cancels. So now I'm left with 2x square plus 3y square whole divided by x square plus y square, which is equal to 66 by 25. So this is my required ratio for the given problem. Next I have, if a is to b is equal to 2 is to 3 and x is to y is equal to 4 is to 7, find 5ax plus 4by, 8ax plus 3by. So I need here ax, by, along with that 5ax, 4by, 8ax plus 3by. We'll apply the same method as the previous one. First let me write the given ratio in the fraction form. So a is to b means a by b, which is equal to 2 by 3, and x is to y is x by y, which is equal to 4 by 7. Now I need ax into by. So ax is 2 into 4, a compound proportion we can say. 2 4s are 8, 3 7s are 21. Now I need 5ax, 4by. So let me take it. 5ax plus by 4by. So what is 5ax now? 5 8s are 40. Next, 4 into by, that is 4 into 21, which is 84. So next I'll take 5ax plus 4by divided by 4by. So what happens now? I know 5ax is 40. 4by is 84 divided by 84. So your answer is 124 divided by 84. Next, I need 8ax plus 3by. Consider the same equation. So let me take 8ax plus divided by 3by. So ax means 8. 8 8s are 64. By means 21. 21 into 3 is a 63. So now I need 8ax plus 3by whole divided by 3by I'll take. So this is 64 plus 63 divided by 63, which is equal to 127 divided by 63. Now take this one as equation 1 and this as equation 2. So let me divide equation 1 divided by equation 2. What was my equation 1? 5ax plus 4by by 4by. So 5ax plus 4by divided by 4by. Similarly, my equation 2 was 8ax plus 3by by 3by. So 8ax plus 3by divided by 3by. So what was the ratio of fraction we got? For first equation it is 124 divided by 84 and this is 127 divided by 63. So after solving this, here I can cancel by. So here I can again cancel 3 1s are 3 2s are 3 1s are. Similarly 4 1s are 4 2s are 4 1s are. So I'll get 5ax plus 4by divided by 8ax plus 3by. Also we can see 21 and 21 get cancels. So it is 124 divided by 127. So if I write this in the ratio form, 5ax plus 4by is to 8ax plus 3by. This is equal to 124 is to 127. So this is the answer. Next I have, if the monthly income of A and B are in the ratio 3:4 and their expenditure are in the ratio 1:2, if each saves 1,000, find the monthly incomes. So let me take, since their income is given in the ratio 3:4, let the income of A and B, let the incomes of A and B be 3x and 4x. Similarly, let their expenditure be 3x minus 1,000 and 4x minus 1,000. So how their expenditure become 3x minus 1,000, 4x minus 1,000? Because thousands is their saving and 3x and 4x is their salary. So when you subtract them, the expenditure is what the resultant answers. Next, the ratio of their expenditure is given, that is 1/2. So let me take the ratio of their expenditure, that is 3x minus 1,000 divided by 4x minus 1,000, that is equal to 1/2. So when you cross multiply, you will get 6x minus 2,000 is equal to 4x minus 1,000. So solving for x, you will get 2x is equal to 1,000. X is equal to 500. So therefore, their incomes are 3x and 4x. So that is, when you replace the value of x with 500, it is 3 into 500, that is 1,500, and 4 into 500, that is 2,000. Next question, two numbers are in the ratio 6:7. If the difference of their square is 117, find the two numbers. So we doesn't know what are the numbers, but the ratio of the number is given. So let me take, the numbers are 6x and 7x. What is given here? The difference of their square is 117. So since 7x is maximum, I'll take 7x square minus 6x square is equal to 117. This is what given in the data. That is, the difference of their square is 117. So this is 49x square minus 36x square is equal to 117. So 49 minus 36 is 13x square, which is equal to 117. So now you have x square is equal to 117 divided by 13. So x square is equal to 9. Therefore, x is equal to 3 you will get. Now when I multiply 3 to the given numbers, I will get the numbers. So therefore, the numbers are, one is 6 into 3, 18, and another one is 7 into 3, which is equal to 21. So you can verify by taking 21 square minus 18 square, you will get the answer as 117. So the next question, the monthly incomes of A and B are in the ratio 9:7 and that of BC are in the ratio 3:2. If 10% of A's income and 15% of C's income differ by rupees 18, then find the incomes of A, B and C. So first is given, the income of A and B is given, that is 9 and 7. So let me take the incomes as 9x, 7x. So therefore, what is my ratio? Now A by B, that will be equal to 9x by 7x. So let me take the income of A and B as 9x and 7x, and given the ratio of B and C is in the ratio 3:2. So let's see now. So let income of A and B 9x and 7x. And what is given again there? B is to C. This is equal to 3:2. So that implies B by C is equal to 3/2, or I can write C is equal to 2B divided by 3. Since I know the quantity of B as 7x, so this is 2 into 7x divided by 3, that is 14x divided by 3. Next, they have given 10% of A's income, 15% of C's income differ by rupees 18. First, let me calculate 10% of A's income. So 10% means 10 divided by 100. What is the income of A we have taken? That is 9x. So therefore, you will get it as 0.9x. Next, 15% of C's income. So what is C's income? So we have 14x by 3, that is 15 by 100 into 14 by 3x. 3 ones are, 3 fives are, 5 ones are, 5 20s are. So if you go on dividing, you will get the value as 0.7x. They have given that their difference is rupees 18. So therefore, 10% of A's income minus 15% of C's income is equal to rupees 18. So what is this? 0.9x minus 0.7x is equal to 18, which is 0.2x is equal to 18. Or if I divide 18 divided by 0.2, so x is equal to 18 divided by 0.2, you will get it as 90. So the value of x is 90. Now I can find the incomes of A, B, C in terms of x. So therefore, now we have A is equal to 9x, B is equal to 7x, and C is equal to 14x by 3. So therefore, the income of A is 9 into 90, which is equal to 810. B is 7 into 90, that is 630. Next, C is 14 by 3 into 90, that is 520. So that is 420. Next question. Divide 1890 in 3 parts such that 3 times of the first, 5 times of the second and 6 times of the third are equal. So we have to divide rupees 1890. So let the three parts be A, B, C. Let the three parts be A, B and C. So what is given in the statement? That is 3 times of the first. That is 3 times of A, 5 times of second, 5 times of B and 6 times of the third, 6 times of C. They are all equal. So if I take them separately, that is 3A is equal to 5B. This implies A divided by B is equal to 5 divided by 3. Similarly, if I take 5B is equal to 6C, then B by C is equal to 6 by 5. So here you have the value B as 3, here you have the value 6. So what I will do, if I take this as equation 1, then equation 1 multiply with 2. So what happens? A divided by B is equal to 10 divided by 6. I'll take this as equation 2, this as equation 3. Now you can see the value of A, B and C. So therefore, A is to B is to C. This is equal to 10 is to 6 is to 5. Now I take this as a sum. That is 1890 as a sum. So what I have to do is, I have to distribute this among these three. So therefore, I'll take this as 10x plus 6x plus 5x. 5x is equal to, so what is the sum given? 1890. So 1890. So when you add this, you will get it as 21x is equal to 1890. So x is equal to 1890 divided by 21. X is equal to 90. Now I need three parts, that is part A. So what is my part A? Which is 10x. That is 10 into 90, which is equal to 900. Next part B, which is 6x. 6 into 90, 540. Next I have part C, which is 5x. 5 into 90, which is 450. So this is how we have divided the given sum into three parts. Next question. Distribute rupees 632 amongst A, B, C in such a way that B will have 20% more than A and C has 20% less than B. So we have to distribute the amount between A, B and C, and the given condition is B is 20% more than A and C is 20% less than B. First, let us convert all these into fractions. Now they have given that suppose A has 100 rupees, then B is 20% more than 100. That is, B can have 120 rupees. So therefore, the ratio between B and A is B by A is equal to 120 divided by 100. So this implies A divided by B. So that is 100 by 120, which is equal to 5 divided by 6 in simplified form. Next we have C, which is 20% less than B. Suppose B has 100 rupees, then C has 80 rupees. So therefore, what is the relationship between B and C? That is B by C is, suppose B has 100 rupees, then C is 20% less than B. That is 100 minus 20, which is 80. So therefore, B by C is again 5 by 4. Now you have A by B as 5 by 6, B by C as 5 by 4. So B is not same. So therefore we have to take, I'll take A by B. A by B is equal to 5 by 6. What I'll do here, I'll multiply 5. And for B by C, I have 5 by 4. Here I'll multiply 6. So what happens? My ratio, new ratio is A by B is equal to 25 by 30 and B by C is 5 by 4 into 6, that is 30 divided by 24. So remember, multiply 6 means you are multiplying for both numerator and denominator. It is not 5 by 4 into 6. It is 5 into 6 by 4 into 6. So now I have got the value of A, B is same in both the ratios. So I can write A is to B is to C. So what is the value? 25 is to 30 is to 24. So this is my new ratio of ABC. Now according to this, I'll divide the sum 632. So I have got the value of ABC as 25, 30, 24. So let me convert this as 25x plus 30x plus 24x is equal to 632. So when I add this, I'll get the sum as 79x, which is equal to 632. X is equal to 632 divided by 79. X is equal to 8 you will get. So you got X is equal to 8. Now you can find A, B as well as C. So therefore A is 25x, which is 25 into 8 is equal to 200 rupees. Next B is 30x, which is 30 into 8, that is equal to 240 rupees. Next C is 24x, that is 24 into 8, which is equal to 192 rupees. 192 rupees. So when you add this, you clearly get 632. So this is how we have divided. Next question. Rupees 5,625 is divided among A, B and C so that A receives 1/2 as much as B and C together and B receives 1/4 of what A and C together receive. Find the share of A, B and C. First convert the given statements. So now the amount is 5,625. A receives 1/2 as much as B and C together. That means the relation between them is A receives half of B and C together. Next is B receives 1/4 of A and C together. That is B is 1/4 of A and C. Next, we know A plus B plus C is equal to 5,625. When you add all the shares of 3, the total must be 5,625. Now, let me convert this. You can write this as 2A is equal to B plus C. Similarly, here you can write 4B is equal to A plus C. Now, use this equation. We have A plus B plus C is equal to 5,625. Here we got B plus C is equal to 2A. So A plus 2A is equal to 5,625. 3A is equal to 5,625 and therefore A is equal to 5,625 divided by 3 is 1,875. Next, if you take this as equation 1 and equation 2. Now, in both the cases, you know the value of A. You can find what is B and what is C. So, when I substitute in equation 1, so now you got A is equal to 1,875. Again, I'll use the same equation, that is A plus B plus C is equal to 5,625. From equation 2, A plus C is 4B. So, instead of A plus C, I'll write 4B plus B is equal to 5,625. That is 5B is equal to 5,625 or B is equal to 1,125. Now you got the value of A and value of B. Again, using the same equation, we can find the value of C. So that is A plus B plus C is equal to 5,625. What is the value of A we got? 1,875. Similarly, what is the value of B we got? That is 1,125. Plus C is equal to 5,625. So this is 3,000 plus C is equal to 5,625. C is equal to 5,625 minus 3,000, which is 2,625. So therefore, the amount is divided among A, B, C, where A get 1,875 rupees, B get 1,125 rupees and C get 2,625 rupees. Next, we have a question. Divide 17,640 many P, Q, R and S such that Q gets 7/5 of P, R gets 5/8 of Q and S gets 2/3 of the sum of Q and R. So first let's see what they have given as in the statement. So they have given Q gets 7/5 of P, that is Q is equal to 7/5 of P. R gets 5/8 of Q. R is equal to 5 into 8 of Q. Next, S is 2/3 of sum of Q and R. I doesn't know the value for P, so let me take it as X. So let the amount received by P is X. Then according to the given statement, what happens for Q? Q is 7/5 times of P, which is nothing but X. Then what is R? R is 5/8 times of Q. Q I have got it as 7/5 into X. So 5 get cancels. I'll get 7/8X. What about S? S is 2/3 of Q plus R. So therefore it is 2/3 of 7/5X plus 7/8X. So which is 2/3, 21/40X. So 3 7s are. So you will get this as 14 divided by 40x. So this is equal to, when you cancel it, it is 7/20x. So now I can write the ratios of P, Q, R and S. So now P is to, Q is to, R is to S is equal to S is to. So what is Q? Q is 7/5. 7/5x. And what is R? R is 7/8. And what is S? That is 7/20. And now we know that the sum of the ratios is equal to 17,640. So therefore it is X plus 7/5x plus 7/8x plus 7/20x. This is equal to 17640. When you take the LCM here, you will get the LCM as 40. So here if there is nothing, it is 40x plus next 5 8s are 40, 7 8s are 56x plus 8 5s are 40, 35x plus 22s are 40, which is 14x. That is equal to 17640. Now when you add the numerator, so you will get this as 145x. And when you multiply 40 here, you will get the value as 2557800. So these type of questions will carry 3 or 5 marks in your examination. So I hope you understood how to solve ratio problems when it is, or else when it is divided among more than 3 parts. In the next session, we'll start studying about the concept of proportion. Until then, keep watching, keep learning and keep exploring. Thank you.